Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? Looks like we are live streaming. Welcome to the evening broadcast, everybody. So happy to have everyone here and everyone tuning in. Absolute pleasure, as always. Welcome to the Crypto Nation. Welcome to everyone who's joining into the chat. Now, tonight, of course, we're going to be going through that quick market roundup to start off tonight, but I don't want to spend too much time over on CoinMarketCap talking about random currencies. I do want to get a little bit into talking about some of the real-world uses of those things. Salvatore, what's up, man? Mohammed, welcome. Badawi, I've got a friend over in California. She's got the last name Badawi. Very cool. Very cool. Welcome to the chat, guys. Tonight, we're going to be going through some use cases. Dave, what's up? Hasey, what's up? Angus, welcome. Patrick, how's it going? Costa Rica Dave in the house. Patrick from Manila. Awesome. Hey, Peter, how's it going? Welcome, everybody. We're going to be going through some use cases of cryptocurrencies. We're also going to be looking at some of the projects that are coming out of Russia. Peter, I'm up in Auckland trying to keep up with you. Nice. That is awesome. Dan Brister, Kia ora, brother. Awesome. Yeah, I thought I'd do an evening chat one night a week, so try and really mix up the times to get everything going and mix it up a little bit so that we can get as many people into the live streams during a week as possible. Atif Majid, what's up, man? Andrea, how's it going? Welcome. So, if you haven't heard yet, the Friday live stream is going to be happening at 12 o'clock noon New Zealand time, and we're going to be giving away a bunch of money. So you guys better get in if you want to get in on that. Now, come over here and have a checkout, but if you do want to get into that, you got to post on this video the 10,000 subscriber giveaway and video project. That's the only way you can be in to win, coming over and checking out this video. So come over and check that out if you want to be in to win. And of course, anybody who is up for the video project as well, you can always email me too. Bitcoin seems lackluster at the moment. Hey, C. Bitcoin's never lackluster, my friend. Bitcoin is always doing fantastic. You got to remember, keep it all in perspective, AC. It's up 8% in a week. We get so out of touch in the crypto space that we forget that 8%'s pretty good. 8%'s pretty good. You can't forget about that. Cody, what's up? Jack Watson, welcome to the party. Tono C, welcome. Hey, Jack Watson, first live stream that he's gotten to. Nice. Welcome. Yeah, look, one of the things is Bitcoin can sometimes perform quite slow in comparison to some of the things down the list. Let's just, as a little exercise here, have a quick look at the biggest movers. Look at that, up 2,289%. Rabbitcoin, go Rabbitcoin, yes. Cool. So look, there is some massive growth that happens in some of these coins that God knows where they came from or who are talking about them, but there are some really great things in the market happening. Sam Reese, what's up? Benji Balzar, what do you think about Walton Coin? Walton Coin's amazing. Everybody loves Walton. Does anybody know what's happening with Redcoin? I hear devs leaving and people saying it's dead. Wow. Tono, see, I don't know exactly what's going on with Redcoin, but I thought they were bringing out Red ID. Look, I've never been if you guys have seen my video on Redcoin, I'm not a massive Redcoin supporter by any means, but that's where's old Red at down here? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, Red's down at 123. Holy cow. Well, I don't know if there is actually something going on with the devs and if they're jumping out or anything. That could just be some FUD. Who knows about that? But, it would be, that alone could be driving the price down. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. Jack Watson, huge thanks on the Sonam review you did a few weeks ago. Ahead of the curve. Well, thank you very much for that, Jack. But, thank you to you guys. Honestly, I don't have time to, figure out every single coin on here, but, I get people that write in and say, hey, this coin looks really awesome, and, review it for me. But really, guys, if you want me to review a coin, give me a reason to review it. I remember the person that wrote to me about Sonum, they said, it's got the list guy involved, and they got this and that and the other thing. And I said, oh, that's something I need to go and have a look at. So if you just say, hey, Lark, go review that coin. Maybe I'll have a quick look at it, but sell me on it, guys. Sell me on it. And I got really looking at Sonum, and I'm so glad that I picked up some at I think I got mine at 8 cents, approximately. Where is Sonum at these days? It's come quite a bit up here. Oh, there we go, number 76. So, wow. Great growth on Sonum. If you got into Sonum, of course you did very well. Look, I'm pretty long on it. I know I could probably, sell it and try to buy back in at a lower price later, but I'm not doing that. I'm holding on to the Sonum nice and long term. I think it's great, of course. So, pretty excited to see that it has really moved, which is very, very cool. Rajiv, I invested in Navcoin. How is it in the future? Rajiv, Navcoin, good time to get in. Price is right down at the moment. Let's just have a quick look here at Sonum. So I think I got in Sonum, gosh, I can't remember when I did that video, but I remember it was around 7 or 8 cents. This action right here is pretty crazy. Look, we're definitely going to see some big retraction on Sonum. So if you didn't get into Sonum yet, hold on to your pants, chill out a few days. It'll go down a little bit in price. That's a big run up to see, so if you do want to get into Sonum, please don't buy at the all-time highs, guys. Do wait a little bit, have some patience, you can get back into it a bit later. Great project, though. If you haven't looked into it yet, go check out my video that I did on Sonum. It's a really exciting one. Big competition, of course, to Golem. Golem might pop today. Force me or one. Why do you think Golem might pop today? Just because? Maybe Golem will just pop because... Benji, what is your Walton coin prediction for this year? $1 million to the moon for Walton coin. No, look, you got to be realistic here. Any prediction I might make about Walton coin could be totally wrong. Well, I'll just throw a number up and let's see what happens. But I got to tell you that if you're looking at investing in Walton coin, it is super solid. Now, they've had a huge run up in hype at the moment. Look, back when I talked about Walton coin, it was worth about $250. China happened just after that. Manchester Rick, what's up, man? The China stuff happened just after that. I saw I saw Walton coin going for as low as 80 cents, 85 cents, Wow, amazing buy opportunity for Walton coin. Look, and it's obviously pumped up massively. It's near its all-time high at the moment. If you do want to get involved in Walton coin, give it a little time to chill out. I think we'll see a little bit of that enthusiasm die down and the price come down a little bit. But definitely, Walton coin's got a lot of room to go. It's a fantastic project, and they're really going to shake the space up. So keep an eye out for Walton. Getting that official government sponsorship from the Xinjiang province the other day. Wow, actually, Xinjiang County is not a province. But that is big time backing. That's a major Chinese coastal port city, and they will love this RFID technology that Walton's bringing to the table here. The Ultimate Writer, hey, what's up? Yeah, I thought it'd be good to change the times up a little bit so that everyone can kind of get in on the chat. I saw your interview with Power Ledger. What are your personal thoughts on it? X Release. I love Power Ledger. I think it's fantastic. It's one of the projects like Power Ledger, particularly something like Power Ledger, are some of the reasons why I get into cryptocurrencies, because it's exciting. It's a really great project that's gonna change the world. It's gonna make the mass adoption of these energies, for example, easy, which is fantastic. That is the kind of stuff you need to be investing in. Some of these coins that we look at, they don't really do very much. The reason why Walton coin's going to be successful is because it solves a real world problem, and it brings value in solving that real world problem. They're actually going to cut costs for people who are shipping their products around the world. It's going to increase profits for retailers. Great. I understand why Walton coin is going to really pop. Power Ledger is the same. It's not only going to make money for people, it's going to save money for people. And that, of course, is powerful. Other projects. Isn't Steam the only crypto project with real users, says Fabian. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, if you discount all the communities that are behind most of these projects, well, then perhaps. Certainly Steam has a nice user base, and a lot of people are, actively posting and doing things on it. It's built a fantastic community over on Steam. But to say that, BitConnect, for example, that has got a lot of real users, probably many more than Steam, actually. Keeping it real. I don't know how many people are signed up on BitConnect these days, but certainly they would have a lot. Hello from British Columbia, Canada. Nader, what's up, man? Welcome. PL, greetings from Austria. Guten Morgen, it must be for you over there in Austria. Fantastic. Richard Smith, what do you think of fault? What do you think of salt? Do you think the price is too high and will drop like Monetha, as it doesn't really have anything unique or innovative? Interesting question, Richard. I've looked only at a very surface level into salt, so I can't give you an exact on that one. It's really, really hard to judge how a coin is going to come out of its, sort of initial launch onto the market. So you got to watch out for those. That's a pretty interesting question, though. A lot of these ICO coins we see, maybe take a little bit of value and then head back down as, that kind of the initial sellers who just wanted to get their little bit of, get their money and get out, move on. So you do usually have a decent buy opportunity come in. Something like Cardano, for example, that'll probably continue to go down a little bit, and you'll get some decent buy points in for that. So crypto, BitConnect is a risk I don't want to take. Jack Watson watched the news here last night, and Power Ledger was mentioned. Nice. Bring it to the masses. I'm telling you, projects like Power Ledger are going to be huge. Absolutely. Jonathan, hello from South Africa. Hello, Jonathan. Do you buy your coins on GDAX? I do not. Byteball. I've had a lot of requests for Byteball, Fabian. I gotta have a look at one of these days. So I want to talk a little bit about Russia as a case study. Now, if you guys watched my live stream last Friday, I was talking about doing some different videos this week. Hello from Algeria. What's up, man? Regal Coin. Haven't looked enough into it, Noradine, to really give you guys a good look on Regal Coins. So I want to talk a little bit about Russia. Now, Russia is bringing out some great projects, but I think more than that, Russia presents itself as a great opportunity to really get into it. Ayman, I checked out Cardano. I found people in Japan saying it's a scam. I put link in your video comments. I'll check that out. I highly doubt that it's a scam. Look, you can type in any coin's name and the word scam, and you'll come back with something. So you guys can keep that in mind. There's always somebody who feels that they were scammed somehow on some coin somewhere. This, the thing is, it's just too popular. So many people just think, hey, I sent something to the wrong address, or I don't like exactly how something worked out with this, therefore it is a scam. And so I can't necessarily agree with those kind of thoughts, because to be honest, a lot of the stuff's not scams, guys. A lot of the stuff is, they're real projects, although they might not. Looking for my scam picture. Where is it at? Hiding here somewhere. Oh, I've lost them. That's all right. I have a great picture of Admiral Akbar saying, "It's a scam! It's a scam!" Okay. So better forget Sun Contract, says Lucas. Modern society is a scam. Oh, bought Civic and 10x in the dip. Good. That's a good move, Jonathan. That's a good move. Both highly undervalued projects. You gotta check into those. Those are great ones. I love Civic. I love 10x. They're both really, really great. So look, the potential for massive change in a society with cryptocurrencies, and it's not just about making that money, guys. I know we all love making that money. piling that sweet Bitcoin up. That is absolutely a great thing. Simon, what's up, man? Teddy, how's it going? Piling that Bitcoin up is an amazing experience by any means. But you got to look at the potential for these projects to shape the society that we live in, to change the society that we live in. And that is why they are going to be valuable. So that's something to keep in mind. Chris Murdoch, do you like the idea of the 3D blockchain that Colin presented at the Nexus conference? Are you able to or want to schedule an interview with Colin? Chris Murdoch, I've watched about half of that interview. Yes, I want to schedule an interview with Colin. I think I messaged him on the Nexus website. But Chris, if you've got an inside line to that, message me, thecryptolark@gmail.com. Let's talk about it. I'd be very, very keen to sit down with Colin and have a chat. He's a very interesting dude, so that'd be awesome. 446 in Bali. Oh, Bali. I miss Bali. That's awesome. So, Crypto Cribs, place where you can rent with Bitcoin and Ethereum. I saw that somewhere today. Okay, so Russia has got some endemic problems. You guys may have heard about this. And I think cryptocurrencies actually offer some amazing potential to change those things. Okay, didn't want to link Sun Contract with scam. I like the project. I think it has real value. Lucas, I didn't mean to say it was if that came out. I'm sure Sun Contract is probably a pretty good project. So haven't had a chance to look into it though. So there are some amazing potentials for cryptocurrencies to work to change countries for the better. And I wanted to look at how some of our favorite coins can change a country like Russia, for example, because it's growing to be one of the biggest players in the crypto space, and everyone's kind of not really talking about it that much, especially now that China's kind of out of it a little bit. Russia's going to step into that vacuum in a big way. Look, I know Japan's still doing a lot. I know Korea's still doing a lot. I know most of the stuff's coming out of Singapore, but there is a lot of stuff coming out of Russia these days, and some of it's some really exciting stuff. But I wanted to look at how cryptocurrencies can actually get in there and change society. So one of the things that we could see, I like this, broad use for blockchain in state administration. That, of course, goes across so many levels. We're talking about birth certificate registries. Stuff like that was a real problem. For example, I know that it's a long time since the war finished, World War II that is, but so many people just had, everything was burnt. Records were lost completely. And people are born out in like Siberia and stuff. And so blockchain could help register these people, get things like birth certificates on the blockchain. You could get things like, state IDs on the blockchain. All of these, right? Yeah, absolutely. So many levels. The Ultimate Writer. I think Lark speaks Russian. I do speak Russian. I lived in Russia for quite a few years. My partner's Russian, actually. So I'm a bit of a Russia fan. I think it's a great place. This one here, Democracy Earth. But we're going to talk about how Russia can be better using cryptocurrencies. So we've got this one here, Democracy Earth. Now, Democracy Earth, one of the many projects being put forward. I'm not, recommending Democracy Earth. This is just an example of this now. So you are saying that Putin is now trying to hack out cryptos. Igor, I'm Russian too. Nice. So look, I think we're gonna close that Democracy Earth now one. So something like Democracy Earth, you could see the potential for safe, secure elections, right? What's the problem in a lot of elections these days, especially in countries like Russia, but even in a lot of other countries, even in America? The Republicans always cry and moan about, well, the elections were rigged or somebody cheated somewhere. Let's just solve that problem. Let's vote on the blockchain, right? Let's get it done. That is one way that, democracy can be ensured by this. I'm English and hate the system, but for me, the top world leader is Putin. Putin is one sly fox. You really got to give it to that guy. He is probably one of the most skilled politicians in the world right now. Absolutely. Love him or hate him. I'm not saying that, but he is one seriously skilled politician. Man's good at his job. You got to give him that. Something else. What about secure identities? Now, look, I'm just giving Civic as an example here. There could be many different layers of solution for this. But in Russia, you've got all these different identity papers. You've got a workbook. You've got a medical book. You've got your internal passport. You have your external passport. Why all the stuff? Let's get them all together. Let's have one centralized, but decentralized, of course, at the same time. But like one repository of knowledge for all of your identification paperwork on the blockchain, so that it can be easily looked up and verified. You don't have to worry about losing your passport and all this stuff. So that, great ideas. Ashutosh. Indian government is looking at its own crypto named the Lakshmi. That's an interesting one, and actually that's a good point to bring up as well. Do you find that Japan owns most U.S. debt? Also could cause the U.S. dollar to crash if crypto is successful. Interesting question. We're not going to get into that right now. But one thing that you might see in Russia as well is that the Russian government might also launch its own cryptocurrency. So, you never know. Oh, someone's talking in, looks like some Hindi down there. Rock and roll, guys. Rock that out in the comment section there. So, IDs, one of the many ways in which Russian bureaucracy could be streamlined. That would be an amazing thing. Now, what about our old friend over here, Power Ledger? Look, renewable energy isn't super big in Russia. Well, at least not home-based renewable energy. Russia's got massive potential for hydroelectric power, for example. But if we look at home use of solar and stuff like that, it's very low usage right now. But we might see something like Power Ledger or Sun Contract, they're working in Europe right now, come in and say, hey, put solar panels on your roof, everybody. You'll be able to get money for it. Because right now, that system's not really in place, but they could put that system in place, and that would be a nice way for them to, interact in that place. As if you speak Russian, mate. You are a 10K Russian ICO hunter. Lark, what's your position on Aeon? It's a decent coin. VJ, what do you think about Rise? Does it reach Lisk pricing? We'll have to see what happens with Rise. It's got a lot of strong competition in the space. Igor, Russia has potential in many things, but it will not be while there is such big corruption. Haha. Interesting. Well, can cryptocurrency stop corruption? And I'm going to thank Coding Panda just for this here real quick. I think the answer is yes, Igor. And I think that is so important. And that's not just for Russia. I know Russia's got problems with corruption, and it has been getting less over the years. It really has been. But so many other countries suffer with the same problem. We're going from Zimbabwe, we're going from Brazil, we're going over to China, we're going down to Indonesia, we're going to the USA. All these countries have problems with corruption. And what better way to solve corruption than to have smart contracts and payments on the blockchain? There would be no room for corruption because you would go in, you would file your paperwork. This smart contract would be enabled, right? Once your payment's been made in cryptocurrencies, or, for example, you could be paying in the bit ruble, something like this, for example. And once that payment is made, the smart contract starts going, and they don't have that potential then to try and steal money from you. Because what normally happens in such a situation, you go in and say, well, this is going to sit here for 4 months unless you pay me, and then I'll do it today. But that wouldn't happen in that situation. And look, I know it might sound idyllic, and I'm sure there will still be people will find ways to screw people over. What country doesn't have corruption? Well, I can tell you at least this. New Zealand and Norway are usually tied for the least corrupt countries in the world, although there is, of course, still some corruption. Yes, a trustless system. Absolutely. Absolutely. This has real potential here, guys, to solve this horrible endemic problem that just holds back global economies. If corruption were a country, it would be like the 7th or 8th biggest country in the world. That's how much dirty money gets pushed around every year. And if countries can mass adopt this blockchain technology for public services in particular, it's got so much potential there for public services. Wow. Just wow. Really, the possibilities be amazing. So that Igor, I hope that helps answer your question a little bit. The thing is that regardless of culture, and I hear a lot of people say, hey, look, it's just the culture in Russia. Right, I've got a lot of Russian clients, and they say, well, it's just the culture in Russia. It's what we do. Like, no, it's not the culture. Corruption is not a cultural thing by any means. So, it can be solved by the blockchain. I really believe in this technology, guys. So, definitely something to keep your eyes on. Okay. And, of course, look, I haven't reviewed Pinkcoin, and I'm not, putting my money on Pinkcoin or putting my thoughts behind it or anything like that, but I just wanted to point this out as a blockchain-based charity, right? I know one concern that a lot of people do want to give money to charity. They're not afraid of that, but they don't want to give money to scammers. Something that you see a lot in Russia or even, in any country. The people, if I give money to get, if I give $5 to the guy down here in the corner, he's just going to go get a beer. I know that. That's cool. If I want to support his beer fund, that's cool. But I know that here in New Zealand, we have the institutions in place to, feed and clothe those people, right? But if you want to donate to a charity in Russia, a lot of people are scared to do that. They don't want to get, their money to the wrong place. They don't want to say, okay, I'm going to put $100 here, but then who knows where that money goes? Yeah, I know you're wearing a shirt, but what does that mean? Right? But if you can actually do it on the blockchain, you'll know that it was put out through the smart contract, put to the place where it was said it was going to go, and your chances at least are a heck of a lot higher that it's going to be spent in the way that it was said to be spent. So if you see ICO in Russian, don't buy it. Igor, well, if you had said that about Waves, you would have missed out, because Waves, of course, ended up being a pretty good project in the end. Okay, let's leave that one there. Socialism for the rich, capitalism for the poor. Blockchain levels the field. It sure does. Thoughts on Ethereum Dark? Haven't looked into it, don't know. What are your top 3 current holds? Angus, why stop at 3? Hey, look, Bitcoin is obviously a top hold forever and always, but so many other coins. You can check out the Friday stream if you want and look at some of the coins that I'm sort of invested in and holding. Top coins: Litecoin, absolutely awesome. Nem, Neo, IOTA, Omisego, Stratus, Lisk, and so on down the line. Really glad that I took that risk on getting a little bit of Sonam in there as well. Lavka is good. Igor, did you invest in the Lavka ICO? It is a Russian ICO. I don't know, man. Did you get into some of that? Of course, the exception is 1%. Lavka is good. Yeah, that's true. Actually, Igor, that's not just a lesson about Russian ICOs. That is a lesson about ICOs in general. Irish girl, IOTA hold. Absolutely. Hold that IOTA, guys. If you're selling your IOTA for, I don't know, under $5 or $10, you're crazy. I'm not planning on selling my IOTA for a long time. It's just going to sit there, and one of these days I'll add a little bit more into my stash there. But certainly at the moment I feel like I've got enough IOTA. Yeah. There we go. We're back. Okay. Certainly at the moment I feel like I got enough IOTA, but IOTA is fantastic. Will Power Ledger be able to survive an increase in solar panel efficiency and reduction in cost? For instance, Elon says a 1 mile by 1 mile solar farm could power the U.S. This could make Power Ledger redundant. Interesting. Hard to say what's going to happen with that in particular. So I don't feel like that would necessarily be the case, or if it is the case, we're so far away from that it's not quite a concern yet. I think that Power Ledger, even if we get to the point where the technology will go past that, will be a very, very good thing. Thanks for the past few days, Mr. Lark. Thoroughly enjoyed your stream and eager to put you and Colin together as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the donation, and looking forward to, getting together with Colin. That would be super awesome. Again, email me, thecryptolark@gmail.com. I'd be honored to talk to Colin. That would be super cool. John Dunn, IOTA has great potential. IOTA has amazing potential. It really, really does. I hope they can get all the problems sorted out with it. If you had one Bitcoin to invest in an altcoin, not based on chart, just based on gut feeling, what would you pick? Well, that's quite the question, isn't it? What would I pick based on gut feeling? See, you make me go against all rationality here, because I would never simply just go in fully based on gut feeling. I would have to go and look at not necessarily the charts. I know a lot of people get really hung up on technical analysis and charts, but I would have to go in and say, okay, what is the coin? What does it do? How is it going to shake the space up, so to speak? But I also probably would not go all in on that one Bitcoin. I'd probably spend 0.1 Bitcoin on 10 different coins that I really, really like, to be completely honest. The new Reddit IOTA tip. Interesting. Oh, sounds like there's a boat leaving. Cool. Greetings from New York City. Greetings from Wellington, Dan. Greetings from Wellington. Can you please open DigiPulse ICO? This is our first ICO in country. I'm from Latvia. DigiPulse ICO. Where's my pen? I'll have a look at that one. That's interesting. I'm not going to open it now because it'll just be a cursory look. And if we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. But I'll have a look at it. One of the first coins I invested in was NXT, and since then it has gone down. Do you have any thoughts on its longevity? I do not have any thoughts on its longevity, but I can ask you a question, Mick. I can certainly ask you a question about NXT. Why'd you invest in it? What did you do? Why did you think that this coin was special? How much are you down? Are you down like 10%? If so, let's just chill out. Are you down 20%? If so, let's just chill out. You got to ask yourself why you invest in a coin in the first place. And look, you can get out of coins sometimes. That's fine. Exactly, Lark. As simple as buy the hype, sell the news, move on. No emotion. 10x. If you believed in a project when you invested in it, then I would say just hold on to it. Look, there are always going to be dips. Nothing goes up forever by any means. So, but if you can, if you believed in that project, then hold on to it. If you don't believe in it, well, why'd you invest in the first place? You can tip anyone on Reddit with IOTA now. Confuses lots of people who don't know what IOTA is when they get a tip. Interesting, Irish Girl 710. That's very interesting. And that's I assume through the Red ID. That's very interesting, actually. Very interesting indeed. Cool. Very cool. Okay, we're going to move on. I want to talk a little bit about this as well. Russian vehicle manufacturer UAZ to accept cryptocurrency. Now, this is interesting. This is a fairly forward-looking company, actually, for a Russian military vehicle manufacturer, to be honest. Now, they're emphasizing the Russian the military vehicle manufacturer. They also make regular consumer cars, but nevertheless, that's pretty cool. You can go buy these cars. Now, good luck convincing Russians to buy those cars with their cryptocurrencies. Russians tend to have a bit of a patriotic feeling towards their own car industry, but nevertheless, that's pretty cool. These guys are, of course, working with not just cars and military vehicles, but also tractors, which is what we talked about when we talked about the BioCoin from Lavka the other day. You can now buy real estate in Russia with cryptocurrencies, and of course, considering the massive uptick in mining in Russia, I think you'll see more and more people actually doing this moving forward. So that's pretty cool. Robin, good morning from Paris. Fantastic. Bonjour, mon ami. Holding projects means a possible win, but you look at the coin market cap 12 months ago, the top 20 is very different. We're in the test phase. That's why you take the profits and move on. There you go. There you go. Uaz is like Volvo in the 1980. Yeah, that's true, but probably more so than their cars. We're talking about, the tractors that they make. That's why, of course, they're working with the guys over at BioCoin, as an example. This one's quite interesting. Tinkoff Bank ready to issue Tincoin cryptocurrency. This is only just a couple of days ago. So this guy, by the way, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Seriously, that just like Russian oligarch dude to the max. Like, I've got an infinity pool on my super yacht, just blasting around the Mediterranean here. WTF, I tell you, seriously. But nevertheless, these guys are going to launch a cryptocurrency. Now, what value is that going to hold? Looking at it, a bank issuing their own coin, is that really going to take off? Who's going to use it? Why are they going to use it? I don't know, but this just adds to the Russia mania of cryptocurrencies that is going on right now. So just want to point that out. One interesting project that I have looked at. Now, again, I'm not endorsing this project by any means, but I did like the idea. International logistics service on the blockchain. Now, they're not the only ones doing it either. There are a few other ICOs and projects in the works that are looking to do similar things, but this technology, though, again, fantastic idea. Fantastic idea, this. So, if you guys are interested in a decentralized casino, check out DecentBet. Interesting. Crypto Brad, man, loving the sport, man. Loving the sport. Glad you've been here since all the way back then, man. We're in it together, man. It's the crypto community moving forward. Absolutely. This one I wanted to point out. So this is something called Sandcoin, the world's first electronic option for high-quality sand. Now, who here gets excited by hearing that? First electronic option for high-quality sand? Yeah! Woo! Oh! Where do they come up with this stuff? Seriously. And of course, I love this guy's hair. This guy's awesome. Igor, you're amazing. Of course, he is just a brand ambassador. Now, I actually found this one today when I was doing my research that they found some football player from Wales to support it, and that just adds to what we've been seeing actually with. I'm newly subscribed to Crypto Brad. Yeah, absolutely, guys. That's a great one, Simon. If you guys haven't checked out Crypto Brad, he's on here right now. Go check out Crypto Brad's channel. He's got a lot of great stuff to offer to the space, so I'm happy he's here on the journey with us. Sand banana coin. I'm buying just because of Igor. Yeah, he's a handsome fellow with that hair. I tell you, he's got one on me. But this is an interesting one. You see, again, more celebrity endorsements for coins. Probably coins that don't really have a lot going for them. Could it be an interesting idea? I don't know. I haven't really looked into Sandcoin, but I'm telling you, their website's pretty rubbish. So, what are you gonna do? Now, in Cryptomania, one thing you'll see. I realize this is in Russian, guys, but one thing you'll see in Cryptomania is that people who really don't need ICOs will be putting out ICOs. This is a repair and construction company who did an ICO to raise money. Why did you guys need money? You're a construction company. Go build more houses. You'll get money that way. Are we roasting Igor or what? Now look, and that's something actually about the crypto space in general, is that a lot of stuff that you guys are going to see coming out, honestly, does not need blockchain. Does not need blockchain, seriously. I get a lot of emails from ICOs. It's kind of crazy. Sometimes I wake up and another 5 ICOs of email be asking me to review their stuff. And Irish Girls 710s found out that the Igor in the chat is actually that handsome fella from the Sand project. Awesome. Anyways, so many of these ICOs I talk to them because it's interesting. They've emailed me, and I like to look at their projects and see. And also, a lot of the times I'll just write back and just like simply, why do you need the blockchain? What are you trying to do? Why do you need an ICO at all? And often they're just like, oh, just check out the white paper. I did look at your white paper. I still have no idea why you need an ICO, why you need blockchain technology. A lot of these are literally just in it because they realize that they can throw out something and just get a few $1 million. It's pretty crazy. Ripple. Richard Smith, did you invest in Icon? My research suggests platforms are by far the most profitable investments. With that being said, does Icon get the Lark stamp of approval? Thumbs up, Richard Smith. No, I did not invest in Icon. Yes, it gets my thumbs up. I did not invest in Icon because I didn't have the money at the time. What are you going to do? I wasn't willing to sell any of the stuff that I was holding to jump into Icon. I don't do that. I don't jump from coin to coin. When I get into something, I have sell points on them. When they reach the sell points, I sell. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. But as far as selling my Omise Go to get into Icon, I can't justify that. So, but Icon's fantastic. I think it was a really great project. My only concern is what is happening now that, this whole Korea ICO ban came out literally like a week after they had their ICO. So I don't know what the updates are currently from the dudes over at Icon. We can just check the old Twitters real quick and see if they have anything to say there real quick. Cormiez, greetings from Canada. Thoughts on Electronium? My thoughts on Electronium are this. It is the most requested ICO ever. I think it's Icon Foundation, isn't it? Is it? I don't think it's that one. Is it Hello Icon World? Oh, it is. Look at that. Here you go. Token sale successfully ends. Lunar holiday greetings. That's great. Latest news around Korea's ICO ban. Icon and our legal reps are reviewing all facts. Updates will follow. So that is where we currently are, guys. That is where we currently are with the Icon ICO. So I guess we'll have to see what happens. Technical buy. Electronium have 21 billion supply. How can anyone invest in it? That is a great question, technical buy, and I'd like to address that. How do you determine your sell points? That's a question we'll get to later. I want to address this question of supply because people say, hey, Luke O'Donovan from Wellington, what's up, man? What's up? Why is there good no eBay equivalent trading site using crypto as payment? And that's a good question. Okay, so coins with massive supply. You might say, well, I don't want to invest in a coin if it has a massive supply because that's scary. Look, that would be, it's the wrong way to think. You need to think about how's the value of the coin, not how many of them are there. Because if you look down the list here, Sia Coin's got a massive supply, 29 billion. Ripple, come on, Ripple. I mean, I'm not a Ripple fan by any means, but it's got 38 billion. That's massive. And you're not going to sit here and tell me that, Ripple isn't a high-valued coin, regardless of the supply. So if I see, why is Nem at the bottom? Where Nem is at bottom, Tariq? Look, if you're going to look at and think, okay, just because it's got a big supply means that it doesn't have good value, that's the wrong way to think. A coin can have a gigantic supply and still have a lot of value. Look, if you had bought, 10,000 Ripple when they were 1 cent each, even though there were 38 billion of them, well, you would have done pretty well. Much in the same way with Cardano, for example. It's 2 cents right now. It's probably going to go down a little bit more. It's having that post-market But if Ripple had only 10 million supply, would the price be 20 cents? No, it wouldn't be technical buy, but I think you missed the point in thinking that, it doesn't matter if it's only worth 20 cents because if you bought them at 1 cent, you still have the exact same amount of gain as if it had been $1 and it's now $20. It's still the same percentage of gain, so, try not to get too caught up on the circulating supply. Yes, it is relevant. I'm not saying it's not irrelevant by any means, but don't put too much into it in the sense like this. Like I said, if you'd bought Ripple at a penny, you would have killed it. Absolutely. If you had bought NEM, come on, NEM's got 9 billion. It was a cent 6 months ago. Now it's 22 cents. It's a 22 times gain. It's pretty good in my book. Apple 752 million, Microsoft 500 million, Amazon 427 million. That's it. That's Simon, that's a great point. You look at how so hugely undervalued some of these crypto projects are. Things like Ethereum's finally, it's got some pretty good value. I mean, hey, look, it's far away from Google's like 600 billion or whatever, but you look at something like NEM or Neo, they're super undervalued. These will be $10, $20 million, $10, $20, $30 billion companies someday, at least. So they're super undervalued still. It's just percentages, absolutely. People need to stop. Yeah, that's true. People need to stop thinking USD. Feel it's a good benchmark for a lot of people, but yeah, the Satoshi value is important actually. Let's flick that over to Satoshi value. It's all about gains. Gotta get them gains, says Tommy. Absolutely. Shout out from Newfoundland. Damien, what's up? There's no set time for the live streams. I should get some set times for live streams actually and post them on my my main page. I'm trying to keep it a bit mixed up so that different people can kind of get in. Angel Lark, I'm fudding on the Icon ICO. Just relax, Angel. Just relax. One of two things is going to happen. They're going to issue you with your coins, or they're going to give you your money back. Those will be their two options. It's not like they're just going to steal all that crypto from you. So, there you go. Any thoughts on Centra? I think it will make its first major move soon. Haven't looked into it enough to say. What do you think about Vertcoin? Will it go up? I think Vertcoin will head back up. Technical buy. Centra will moon soon. Yeah, Centra is a really great project, guys. And again, I haven't done a full review on it, so it doesn't have my full backing in that way. But just based on the other card projects, in particular, it's very good competition to obviously Monaco, which is have a little look here. Monaco at 16,000 BTC. And of course, the real competition that you have to think about is 10x, of course. And can they get to the same value as 10x? Well, that's an interesting question. That is certainly an interesting question if they can get to the same value as 10x. So time will tell. Time will tell. Centra is certainly a good introduction to the space. So got a lot of room to grow. Massively undervalued right now. The fact that we're all the way down here, Monaco's at 71, Centra's at 77, so keep an eye on it. I can easily see that tripling and Centra being up to around, $3 or $4. Of course, obviously dependent on the price of Bitcoin, as always. And so what are we at now? We are at about 26,000 Satoshis. Yeah, to see Centra at 70,000 Satoshis would not surprise me at all. But again, I have not done my due diligence on Centra. That is just an estimate. Haven't looked at the numbers. So, Chris Murdoch, great time for me from Australia personally. So this is great. Dinner and crypto Lark. Nice one, Chris. Nice one. Nice one. Yeah, I might try and do this like as a Wednesday night thing. I think it's a pretty good time for a lot of people. So, Mav, Centra has worldwide cards. 10x can only issue cards in Europe. There you go. There you go. That's an interesting one. That's interesting. I gotta do a review on Centra one of these days. It's on my list. I got like 50 coins on my list, but Centra's one of the ones I've been getting a lot of requests for. So we're gonna circle and underline that one. Try and get to it maybe sometime in the next few days. Centra has DJ Khaled and Mayweather talking about it. That, in my mind, Krishan has no bearing on anything except for a bit of publicity for the regular human. The Ultimate Writer, I think 10x can issue in New Zealand. Yeah, they can actually. That's. I'm getting a 10x card in New Zealand, so yeah, They must be able to issue here. So they must be able, I think it's just they can't. You're actually good. Thank you for correcting me on that, Ultimate Writer. I think actually 10x can't issue in Singapore in the United States for some reason. Is that right? Lark, are you getting pulled up in the street yet? Simon, not quite yet, man. Not quite yet. You can tell how white I am. I don't go out of the house very much. Oh shit, getting a 10x card then. Peter McIver. Yeah, go check it out. For some reason, I swear to God, I think it was only U.S. and Singapore can't get it. So, but you know, go check it out. Go check it out before you spend your money on it. You look at Nebuleo today, big time moves on the puny Cryptopia. I have not had a look at Nebuleo yet either. It's, you know, 10x coming out in the USA soon. Well, when 10x comes out in the US, that's going to be a real deal breaker for it. It's going to pop. You know, I think 10x really got put back, and to be honest, a pretty good buying time for 10x, and has been for a while. It got put back by their card issuer backing out at the last second. That really put them back. 10x is super undervalued. It's currently at half of the market cap that it was at previously. You know, it was up to a $500 million market cap. Easily be $1 billion company in the future. Probably much more than that. So 10x, definitely one to keep an eye on, guys. Definitely one. Centra paid the celebrities to promote it. Yes. Yes, Aaron, that is a problem. That is a problem. And hey, look. Paying for promotion, all companies do it. I've seen Leonardo DiCaprio with watches. You know, George Clooney promoting Nescafe hasn't stopped me from drinking Nescafe, even though I don't normally drink Nescafe except when I'm at like some, you know, airport hotel or some crap. But nevertheless, you know, celebrity endorsements isn't a bad thing necessarily. It's just that they don't know anything, usually. You know, Ashton Kutcher might be an exception in this situation. So, technical buy, I'm holding 40% 10x, 60% Centra, and 0% Monaco. Ooh, interesting. Hello, Lark, and everyone from London. Hello, hello. 10x is only waiting for news, and then it will fly. Simon. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that, Simon. I could definitely agree with that. I think when 10x gets that, you know, look, I mean, I saw the other day on their Twitter that, let's see here. Obviously, we all saw the picture of Julian hanging out with his 10x card here. Man, these guys post a lot of stuff. Holy cow. I can't even find how much posted. That's how much stuff they post. Anyway, besides the point. Besides the point, guys. Wait, an airdrop? Oh, fake airdrop. Okay, fake airdrop. Fake airdrop. Get out of here. Get out of here. Look. 10x. Big time. Really watch out for it, guys. Like I said, it'll be $1 billion. LA token is nice. Krishan. I've been thinking about having a look at LA token. Haven't got to it yet, but it's, you know, on the list. Joseph K. Why hasn't OMG been going up? What do you mean, why hasn't OMG been going up? Let's have a look at Omisego. Real quick. Let's put it in perspective. 3 months. Okay, so we're looking back here at July 18th. Okay, so we got Bitcoin price 31,000 Satoshi, let's say. Today, the Bitcoin price is 209,000 Satoshi. Omisego's not going up? Looks like it's going up a heck of a lot to me. Keep it all in perspective, guys. Zyko, what's up, man? Keep it all in perspective, guys. I know when you're sitting here and you're watching the markets every day, you're going, oh my God, it's only going up, you know, 1.5% today. What's going on? You got to really keep it in perspective, guys. Like Omisego is up massively, absolutely massively. You know, pull out sometimes, get that bigger perspective. Keep that in mind when you're looking at these things that you know, a lot of this stuff is up massively. If you look at Bitcoin, for example, even when Bitcoin went down to like $3,000, it was still up, $1,200, for example. Hey, Bo, what's up? Cryptocurrency Australia, man. How's the OMG going? The OMG is going good. Do you see a possible comeback for Bitcoin Cash, Zyko? Who knows, man? Who knows? I think Bitcoin Cash is going to be around for quite a while. But what about all these other ones coming up? Whoa, Julio in the house. What's up? All these other ones coming out, though. Bitcoin Gold, for example. Whoa. No real stuff in that. Nav have an update, do they? I'll have to check that out. I'm going to be sitting down with the Nav guys in a couple of weeks, so... Cryptocurrency Australia, love me some OMG. Absolutely, man. Yeah, Nav have a bunch of updates coming. So if you're not in a Nav yet, definitely something worth having a second look at, guys. Obviously, it's great because you get the 5% staking on Nav. And the price is down pretty well. 86 cents for Nav. Of course, looking at the Satoshi price, we're only at 19,000 Satoshi. And that is pretty dramatically down from the sort of the more all-time highs that we had recently, where it was about double that value approximately. So we had all-time high about 38,000 Satoshi. So yeah, almost half. Yeah, exactly half basically of where we are right now. So look for Nav to head up quite a bit in the future, especially because they have a lot of stuff coming out in the next few weeks. So they'll have some beta in the next week. Ooh, pretty exciting stuff. Pretty exciting stuff, Igor. I'll have to have a look at that, and we'll add Nav to our news update of the week this week. So, but yeah, once those guys get that stuff out, we're gonna have a sit down with them and actually talk about those updates. It'll be really cool to sit down and meet Craig and meet the team up in Auckland and actually talk to those guys. So I'm pretty lucky to there's not much I can get to crypto wise down here in New Zealand. I've had some some invites from some guys, come and visit them and, come visit them at the office in Europe and stuff like this. I'm like, well, it's not that I wouldn't mind coming and visiting you in Europe, but that's like a 48-hour round trip flight, man. So I'll take the miss on that one. But, flying up to Auckland to meet the guys from Navcoin, for example, that would be really cool. So I hope to get to do that in the next few weeks here. Salvatore, I'm sleepy. It's 4:30 a.m. Nice. In the home of Jack Daniels. Well, if you've been having a few Jack Daniels, you'll probably be a bit sleepy too. Bitcoin bribe will be the next fork. Oh man, Aaron King, you brought up a great one. Man, I'm going to talk about that in my news video for sure, but BitShares are being delisted from Bittrex. Ouch. Ouch. That is pretty harsh right there. Are you concerned about any other coins getting delisted due to essentially being deemed a security? Well, look, there's the potential for some of that stuff to happen, but I think decentralized exchanges will work towards alleviating a bit of that. But obviously, Bittrex is a massive player in the space. And look, BitShares had so much promise. What are you going to do? Sometimes, projects just don't work out the way you want them to. And I'm not saying BitShares is dead and out and it's all over by any means. But this is pretty big trouble for BitShares getting delisted. Without a doubt. Obviously, now all the business will go over to Poloniex, so it's not like it's the end of the world by any means, but it's a pretty big hit. And I think we've seen the market react to that pretty sharply as well. So if we zoom out on the 7-day here, that right there almost exactly corresponds with the news of being delisted. Boom. People sold out. Big time. Bittrex deleted a competitor. Igor, I don't know about that, Igor. BitShares, if they want to move forward, if they want to be successful, they have got to innovate. Let's just have a quick look, for example, at our good old friends Binance. Because you want to talk about somebody who's doing an exchange right, Binance is kicking butt. Binance has regular competitions. Binance has massive community involvement. They, get people to come and vote on the new coins and stuff like this. Binance is giving everybody a run for their money. BitShares can't compete at all with someone like Binance. Hello, Lark. I hold BitShares. No. It's a tough day for BitShares holders. I like BitShares too. This is the thing. It's not that I dislike BitShares, but compared to the competition, Binance kicks their butt. Bittrex should be watching out for Binance too. Should be learning something from Binance. Bittrex, of course, they just, they're complacent. They have all the money. They have all the business. What are you going to do? Our sellers, what's your opinion on wallets, virtual or hardware? Well, for my virtual wallets, I've got a MyEther wallet, and I've got Exodus, and of course the Ledger Nano S, to keep a lot of the stuff on. And of course, you have half a dozen wallets for everything else. You got my Nav wallet down here, got the NEM wallet, got the IOTA wallet, so they're all pretty good ones. Do you think the Antminer D3s will still be profitable when the November batch is shipped? Joseph K. That is a good question, Joseph. Look, Dash mining, all bets are off. I remember somebody commented on one of my videos about Dash mining and said, man, what are you talking about? Don't tell people it's going to go to 10 million. That's crazy. Dash mining difficulty. I think we should look at that real quick. I think this is probably the best one to look at here, because it's a really telling story and very, very worrying when you look at what's happened to Dash. Now look, Dash was back here, 300,000. We are now up to 6.28 million and continuing to climb. So by the time those November ones come, you're probably going to have that 10 million difficulty. So, keep your eyes open. Will it be profitable? Probably, and definitely nowhere near as profitable as it used to be. So, could you share a bit on the IOTA Lite wallet? Greetings from Nicolaus, Berlin. Michael. Okay, Michael, that's the last question we're going to field for the day. I got to get to sleep here soon, pretty guys. But IOTA Lite wallet sucks. What are you going to do? Look, I've helped a lot of people with the IOTA Lite wallet, and it's a pain in the butt to use. There's a lot of problems with it. It's not user-friendly or intuitive at all. I would like to see them do some really, really big updates on that to make it much more user-friendly, to make it, so that, anybody can use it. You don't have to spend an hour or two on, GitHub trying to figure it out and all this stuff. So, yeah, that'd be my opinion on that. I hope they sort it out. But anyway, IOTA's a great project, disrespectful of the fact that they don't have the best wallet. There you go. What are you gonna do? Anyway, guys, time for me to run off and get to sleep. I would really like to thank everyone so much for coming out and putting out some amazing questions today. Listen to me talk about cryptocurrencies in Russia and all that fun stuff. When are you next live? We are next live Friday, 12 o'clock New Zealand time. We're giving away money during the chat, so if you're not in, come and check us out. If you want to be in to win some free coins, come over here to the 10,000 subscriber giveaway in video project. Watch that video. It'll give you all the details of how you can be in to win. The next live stream is at 12 o'clock Friday, New Zealand time. Guys, peace out. Thank you so much. Long live the blockchain, and we'll see you on Friday.